Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of our wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you also, my delicious babies. And you're also wonderful, juicy, delicious and beautiful. Now then, I hope that you're all super duper well wherever you are in the world and that life is treating you oh so deliciously where you are, and how I love you also, my delicious babies. Now, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of our wonderful passers-by. Now then, I hope that you're all super duper well wherever you are in the world, my delicious babies, and that life is treating you oh so deliciously wherever you are, okay? Now anyway, if you happen to enjoy my video, could you please click on the like, okay? And if you haven't yet subscribed and you do happen to enjoy my videos, well, please, if you could please subscribe, and thank you. If you'd also like to send me a comment, the comments that you would send to me if you chose to, entirely your choice, my delicious little babies, will be very much welcomed. And finally, if you'd like to share my videos, then please feel free to do so, okay? So what do we do? 3, 2, 1, beam me up, okay? Oh, what's happened? There we go. Okay, everybody, right now then. Oh, I'm a bit tangled here. Right, so I've got some bits of information now. Some of you may find it interesting, but others of you may not, okay? So this video is not going to be long, everybody, okay? Because, I do have to get other things done today. I'm not going to be doing any readings, and also I've been getting phone calls today, okay? So there's a number of different things, shall we say, going on, okay? Now then, number one, I just want to say to you, I'm sure that for most of you, you will be aware that myself and my delicious and beautiful and wonderful little friend Kaz, okay, well, she's not going to be on any videos with me for, I'd say, the next 5 or 6 weeks, everybody. And the reason for that, everybody, because I have been getting some really good positive feedback that, when we're on together, that we're an excellent duo, okay? Yes, we are, because, our beautiful, delicious little Kaz with a flipping one-liner, she's flipping banging, bang, 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 she is, you know what I mean? We do have a laugh, we really, really do. And, but she's had to have an operation, everybody, okay? And of course, and then she also, God bless her beautiful dear soul, she does know that I'm doing a video, so she does not mind me doing it, saying this to you. She had to have blood transfusion and everything as well, okay? So God bless her. So she's out of action at the moment. Well, I did go and visit her yesterday and went and took her some, beautiful, delicious flowers that she thoroughly enjoyed looking at, and a beautiful card. So what we're going to say is, for anybody else out there, please could you send well wishes to my beautiful and delicious little friend Kaz, okay, that she has a speedy recovery, okay? I love you, dear Kaz. Have a beautiful recovery, my little darling, okay? And I'll see you next week. I'll call you later anyway. Now then, secondly, so thank you to everybody. If you could please just send, well wishes, for her speedy recovery, okay? God love her. Because as everybody knows, I do not like doctors and nurses. Well, anyway, I felt like that for quite a long time anyway, for years, okay? And, nothing personal to whoever, do you know what I mean? I'm just saying how I feel, right? Now then, secondly, I'm not saying I've just got to end this. I'm not saying that some have not been helped. I'm not saying that, okay? It's just that judging by things over the years, I have not been so confident in the medical profession, shall we say. Now then, secondly, now I'm not going to say who it is. At the moment, it seems to have got round like wildfire. And, somebody has gone missing, okay? Yes. Somebody has gone missing, okay? Now, I do happen to know who it is. I'm not allowed to say whether they are male or female, and I'm not allowed to say, really, anything else at this point in time. Okay, but what I am going to say is for anybody who happens to stumble across my channel, okay, whether you're one of my wonderful and beautiful little subscribers or whether you are one of my lovely passers-by, okay, if you could please say your prayers, okay, because this is in the UK, okay, and so it's over a week now, okay. So, certain parties have been informed of things. Do you understand what I mean? So if you could all please just send out your prayers, please, and thank you. It would be so very much appreciated, and we'd all be so very, very, very thankful, okay? But like I say, I'm not allowed to say I know who it is, okay? So we've got a number of different things going on. Now then, thirdly, can I just say, but this is a different thing now. Months ago, okay, I actually did advertise this lovely gentleman. Oh, he's so lovely, you know, and he has such a positive energy about him. Now then, can I just please just say to you, and this can be anything actually. It can be to do with relationships, or it can be to do with work, or do you see what I mean? Yes, okay, so it can be to do with a lot of, different situations, okay? But if you could please follow on YouTube and this lovely gentleman, oh, he's so beautiful and delicious, not in that way, everybody, okay? But, and if you just please type in advancing, okay? Because for some of you, you will, you know, what he says will actually gel with you. Do you see what I'm saying to you, everybody? Yes. So for some of you, you know, because he's so uplifting. See, thank you, dear spirit. You know, he's so uplifting, yes. And he has a beautiful energy, everybody, right? He's very easy to understand, okay? So for those of you, if you could please click on, because, you know, he's really lovely. He's got hundreds of videos for you to have a look at, okay? And some of you may find that it gels with you or resonates with you, okay? Now, very lastly, because like I said, this is a quick video today. Now then, oh, sorry, it's not very lastly. There's something else I'd like to say. Yes, what's it called now? The deliverers just keep delivering, don't they? Yes. I don't know. Full stop. Mia card. Stamp. Anyway, finally, what I'd like to say, okay, is now there's a gentleman in our old neck of the woods in the old UK, okay, and his name, he's a retired police officer, you know, one of the old Bill, God bless him, and he has, and you will find him on BitterShoot, there we go, you will find him on BitterShoot, everybody, okay, and his name, is Mark Sexton, so it's spelled Sexton, okay? Now you will find him, and what it is, and please, and thank you. Now then, I happened to be watching a video a few days ago, I'd say, okay? And what this was about is that he actually went into a vaccine centre in, to do the old jabs. And he went into a vaccine centre in our neck of the woods in the old UK. I do believe, or I could be slightly incorrect actually, I never wrote it down, everybody, okay? But I'll have to write it down when I, come off my video, to your beautiful and delicious little selves, and how I love you all. You're all so beautiful. Well, I'm pretty sure it's Bristol. Okay, but I could be mistaken. No, I think it could be Bristol. Anyway, so he went in because what the general idea was to shut the vaccine centre down, everybody, okay? Because you were having a number of, let's just say, God bless their beautiful dear souls, the younger generation who were going in there, okay, with their parents, okay? So we're talking, what is it, 14, age 14 and things like that, yes? So he went in, anyway, he's a lovely, peaceful gentleman. Now, he's been trying his best to do what he can, right, from the start, this whole flipping pandemic, everybody, right? which he really, really has, you know. He has flipping worked tirelessly, this dear gentleman has, right? Now, it ended up where, you know, you got the other old Bill, you know, who got called and everything. You know, you had a woman who, well, she's about as much flipping use as a flipping ashtray on a motorbike or a flipping chocolate teapot, which was none at all. You know what I mean? And she did not want to be filmed. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Sorry about this, everybody. Who's this? Please do forgive me a moment. It's to do with what I was saying earlier. Please and thank you. Sorry about that, everybody. It was to do with, now then, so what I'm saying to you is, let me just get back to the matter in hand. So I'm awfully sorry, everybody. I do apologise, but I have to leave my line open today because of things, okay? Now then, so getting back to Mark Sexton now, yes? So this woman, you know, she didn't want to be filmed, you know, she felt, and she was all flipping muzzled up, do you know what I mean, with the old flipping mask, okay? And, you know, I mean, she really could not see, you know, this is the, it appears to me, the brain dead attitude of what was really going on here. Do you see what I mean, everybody, right? And, of course, they always try and twist it, you know, oh, I didn't want to be filmed, I didn't want to be, do you understand what I mean? Yes? Anyway, getting back to the matter in hand now. So then the old Bill turned up. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, what we've got to look at here, everybody, my delicious little babes out there who are so very kind to even listen to my video, okay, if you will, and please and thank you. That, well, I mean, this video went on for well over an hour, everybody, okay, that I was watching, yes? And Mark and his beautiful, dear, you know, friends, okay, who all went along to this vaccine centre, everybody, in the UK, well, they were being very peaceful. Now, he had all the information, okay, yes, he had all of the information, everybody, okay, because, I mean, this has taken hours upon hours and weeks and longer than that, okay, and we're talking, this has been going on 2.5 years, yes? So, you know, an awful lot of research there, everybody, do you know what I mean? And for that, I take my hat off to that beautiful dear gentleman there, Mark Sexton, and his dear friends, do you know what I mean, who are all trying to help this putrid situation that's going on, everybody. Anyway, so eventually, you know, someone, I do believe, higher came from the, you know, the old Bill. Do you understand what I mean? Now, what I was really astonished at, everybody, and I really, really was, you know, but, you know, when you actually see it, okay, you're right. You're right, yeah. Okay, sorry, everybody, it's one of my beautiful dear neighbours up the road, not in that way, okay, it's just, oh, bless them. Right, anyway, sorry about that, everybody, I do get distracted, I do apologise. Anyway, so getting back to the matter in hand now. So what I was rather astonished at, but it's seeing is believing, everybody, do you understand what I mean? Please do not get me wrong, it's not that I'm flipping illiterate to all of this, I know exactly what the flipping crack is here, right? But when you actually saw it, and like I said, this video was well over an hour, everybody, right? Well, you see, Mark Sexton and his dear friends were trying to explain, because they're all part of this, you know, to try to, because what they're trying to do is stop what's going on, everybody. Do you see what I mean? So, but to try and convince your man there, who's higher up on the old Bill, right, to try and convince him, well, that was another matter, everybody. Now, when all of the evidence is there, even Mark Sexton even showed a video on his, which it happens to be a top doctor who, does he work in London, I do believe? I cannot remember his name now. I know he's his old boat race, but I do not know his name. And that's something else, how all of a sudden that's came out. But anyway, that's just my thoughts, everybody, and I'm well entitled to my opinion, right? Now then, he was even showing the video, this higher up, you know, the old Bill, right? Even he was showing the video from one of these top doctors in London. Do you see what I mean? Who apparently his own father, this doctor's father, had passed away with the old jab. Do you see what I mean? And he was otherwise a fit gentleman, everybody. Right? So, you know, over an hour goes, right? But guess what, everybody? Guess what? And what excellent news this was. And I went, yes, Mark, you go. Do you understand what I mean? And to his dear friends, right? They did actually manage to close down the vaccine centre. You know, only for a few days, I do believe. I haven't seen the update yet, okay? Because there's too much going on with other things at the moment, everybody. But so it's not that I'm being ignorant to anything. No, I am not. Do you know what I mean? I try my best to follow as much as what I can follow. But my point is that Mark eventually got his point across. But I could see that if he did not, because he said he was going to continue to stand there until he was not leaving. None of them were leaving. Do you see what I mean? Until that vaccine centre was shut down. Do you see what I mean? Because at the end of the day, nobody has been given, because what that old bill, that's the higher one, right? What he was trying to say, everybody, right? Now, this is how the twist things say, right? So this is how it rocks and rolls, everybody. He was trying to say that, you know, that if somebody wants to bring, you know, whether it's a family member, son or daughter, whatever it is, yes, or anybody wants to go in and have an injection, well, then that's entirely their choice. Yes, okay, we would say that, everybody, but just one thing here. If everybody was to have known, right, that this was an experimental, there we go, would they have went and done that? Because, I mean, if you look at a small, you know, if you look at globally, this is just my thoughts, everybody, right? This is nothing researched or anything. This is just my thoughts. I'm just going on common sense here. You only have certain man and woman, which is globally, who would enter trials, yes, because sadly, God bless the beautiful dear little animals, you know, that are tested on, yes, and then they test them on man or woman for those who want to step forward to be tested. Okay, I've known this years, long time. Do you see what I'm saying to everybody? Yes, yes, right. And then if everything is all right, then it would be rolled out to other man and woman out there. Okay. Now, what I'm saying is, getting back to this now, if, you know, so the ones who decide to do the trials, let me just say this while it's all in my flipping noddle, right? For the ones who want to do the trials, well, then that's entirely their choice, isn't it? But nobody should have had a putrid jab, either forced on them or coerced into it without knowing what was in it, everybody. This is my point, what I'm saying, and I'm going to continue to say it. Now, I've seen no reason why my video right now should be taken down, because at the end of the day, it's common knowledge. You've got massive, like, Redacted, who's also on YouTube, right? Now, they're discussing things. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're very good, actually, Redacted, right? Now, the thing is this, but they're mentioning it. Russell Brand, I mean, I've got nothing against him. I mean, personally, you know, I've only ever watched him probably 3 or 4 times. Do you know what I mean? It's just, you know, I just choose who I choose to subscribe and follow to. Do you understand what I mean? But certain ones, so that's no disrespect to any of the larger platforms that I was talking about, right? So I just got to make that abundantly clear, everybody, right? But I'm just making a point. There should be no reason why my video should be taken down, everybody, right? If this is flipping common knowledge and others on other platforms are talking about it. Do you see what I mean? So my point, what I'm saying is that if others out there knew what was in it, well, hello, they would never have taken it, would they? No, they would not have. And for anyone that's been done in previous trials, everybody, over the years, who have volunteered to do, which, by the way, everybody, and I remember this years back because I actually knew somebody, everybody, which I did, and it was somebody's daughter, because she's the dear lady who it is, God bless her. I haven't seen her for a long time now. Well, her daughter was doing a psychology at university, and her son was in his, what was he, in his 7th year of becoming a doctor. Ever so lovely. And she used to teach, you know, the dear lady I'm talking about, yes, she used to teach my daughter, my beautiful little Miki, my eldest daughter, right, private English, okay, because she's an ex-English teacher, okay, so she used to and teach her that, yes. And then my beautiful little Miki used to have a separate maths teacher privately that we'd pay for, yes, okay. Now then, to get back to the matter in hand, so her daughter was actually going to do one of these trials. Now I'm going back. How long am I going back now? I'm going back some flipping time now, everybody. When my little beautiful little Miki, she must have been about 6 at the time. And then by the time that this dear lady's dear daughter was going to do one of these trials, vaccine trials, right? My daughter was 9. Right? So this dear lady's daughter, she was going to be, to participate in one of these trials, yes? And her dear mum was rather, about it. Do you understand what I mean? Because, to explain, it is dangerous, isn't it? If you go into something like that, and whatever's in your body, and if something goes wrong. And I actually remember years ago looking at another video many, many, many years ago where there was trials and they were projecting, they were vomiting, they were having seizures, fitting, God love them, and everything was happening, and that was years back on YouTube, everybody. Do you see what I'm saying to you? And I'd look into that. I mean, I never wrote it down anyway. I'm going back years ago now. That's just came to my mind, everybody. Right, so I'd look into that, everybody, if you've got the time, okay? And you'll see for yourself, okay? Because I would never tell anybody deliberately any fibs. No, I would not. Okay, I only like to give out the truth, or as the best to my knowledge, what I know. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, I'm not in a habit of lying and telling porcupines, right? I'm really not, Not when it comes to a man or woman's life, or a little bairn's or little baby's life, or little animals or little birdies, no, or little creatures great and small. No, I am not, right? So... And I do believe that this dear lady, because I cannot say their names, that this dear lady, that her daughter in the end decided not to do it. To do one of these trials, yes. Because it can go flipping drastically wrong, and I've seen it years ago on YouTube. Yes, I flipping well have. Yes, I have. Right? So... And they're never the same. And I do believe that some of them passed away as well. God rest their beautiful dear souls. May they rest in peace. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And that's when things can go wrong. But if you do the trials for the ones who want to participate and go into it, and by the way, it is for a fee. And I do believe at the time, that dear lady's dear daughter, they said, can you come and participate in this trial? And she was going to get £1,800. And that was way back years ago. Do you see what I'm saying to you? But to me, 1,800 flipping ka-ching, right, or anything, not a chance. Do you understand what I mean? Not if you go into somewhere with a flipping chance that you're not going to flipping come back out. Do you see what I'm saying? Hello? Do you see what I mean? But of course, she was a student and that, but in the end, she ended up getting another job alongside of uni. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? But anyway... My point is in all of this, right, what I'm saying, Mark Sexton will eventually, because what the old Bill was saying, this IROC, right, he was saying, well, we'd have to look into this, and everything like that. But like Mark, God love him, and he did it peacefully, and so did his dear friends. He said, no, he says, we've come here in peace. We've come here in peace. You know what I mean? They said, but we're not leaving. Do you see what I mean? So in the end, anyway... So this old Bill, this higher one, supposedly, well, nobody's hiding anyone, are they, actually? But the fact of the matter is that in the end, right, and seeing what he's saying, and he was allowed to take all of the paperwork back to the police station, the old Bill station, everybody, right? Because obviously dear Mark, would have, and his dear friends would have copies of all of this. Do you understand what I mean? So that they can read through everything. Do you see what I'm saying to everybody? Yes? So, but I seen exactly how this was rocking and rolling now. Now, dear Mark and his dear friends had not stood their ground, and they did it very peacefully, everybody. It was very respectful and very peaceful. But if they had not stood their ground, then that vaccine centre would have still been open, everybody. So you look at it, dear Mark and his dear friends were actually saving others' lives, everybody. Do you see what I'm saying to you all, my delicious little babies out there? Yes, please and thank you, thank you. So anyway, I thought that was a wonderful development. Now, if you could just do that with others, yes, because everybody needs to know the dangers of this. And we have still got, in the next couple of years, everybody, well, heaven forbid. Heaven forbid. Jesus, and all we're hearing is flipping sirens. There's just more and more and more and more. Do you follow what I'm saying to you, everybody? Now then, two final things. I keep saying this because it's just what's coming into my mind, okay? So this morning I woke up, okay? So I do apologise. I do not wish to ramble on, okay? It's just I have to say everything what's on my mind, okay? And what comes into my mind. Now this morning I was half and a half, because obviously, I mean, it's not obvious to you, my delicious little babies, but I have been receiving calls from early hours of this morning, okay? So I haven't even been able to log on my job for the past couple of days. Do you see what I mean? Anyway, but I'm not moaning about it. I'm not moaning. We just need to, you know, make sure that who this person is, that they get home safe. So please, and thank you. I'm going to repeat it once again. Please send out your prayers that this person returns safe and well, okay? Please and thank you, yes, because it seems to be quite broadened at the moment on a lot of different, anyway, right, so that's that, right? So, and thank you, you know, for your help and cooperation. Now then, what I'm going to say to you is, so I was half asleep and half awake, right? And I thought, you know, and I tell you what film came into my head. Now I haven't watched this film for years and years, everybody, right? So I just have to point that out to everybody. So this came into my head for, I'm not sure, well, I do know there's a reason for everything I say and for why this happens. There we go. Thank you, dear spirit, okay? So, and it's called Battlestar Galactica, everybody. That's the film, Battlestar Galactica. So I'm going to leave all of that with you. Now, finally, I had, it was 2 mornings ago, and my dear Nana, and oh, God bless you, dear Nana and Grandad, how I love you so. I've already said good morning to them anyway, my delicious little babies that they are, how I love them so. And my dear Nana, it's like she was here, like this close to me. Now, my dear Nana's been passed, you know, for a number of years now. Do you see what I mean? God love her, right? And God love my dear granddad, God love him, right? And, well, there's only 2 reasons why. Now, my dear Nana, she was like a mother figure to me as well. Do you understand what I mean? Which I will totally cherish for the rest of my life, okay? That's no disrespect to my dear mum, okay? But, you know, my dear Nana was like a mother figure to me. Do you know what I mean? I could talk to her and discuss anything. We could talk about anything. Do you understand what I mean? And I'll forever miss her, okay? Now then, but there's only 2 reasons now. One reason would be that if you dream about somebody who has passed, yes, sadly passed, yes, then it usually means that there's trouble with the living, right? That's number 1, yes. And number 2, it's usually giving out a warning. So if somebody's dear mum has passed away, God rest their beautiful dear souls, okay? If a dear mum has passed away, sorry, then usually that's giving out a warning. Do you know what I mean? They're trying to warn about something. Now, I bought for my beautiful little Miki, my eldest daughter, right, I bought her a, it was a beautiful white, you know, baby blanket when she was a baby, and I saved it, and something just thought, just save it, you know what I mean? Well, anyway, then I used it for my beautiful youngest daughter, little Rose, right, and it's a beautiful, there we go, thank you, dear spirit, right, beautiful white blanket. Anyway, this blanket was like, it was like unfolded, and it was like this, so it's a white, lovely, beautiful blanket, right, everybody? Then there was my dear Nana in the centre, then there was my dad on the end, and I thought, what's she trying to say to me? Do you see what I mean? So I was trying to work it out. Well, a square is a box, isn't it? So anyway, I've yet to figure out the last bits, everybody, but I just thought I'd let you know that, everybody, right? So she was trying to say something to me. Do you see what I mean? But anyway, she'll come back to me. God love her, she will. She'll come back to me. Do you understand what I mean? Anyway, that's everything that I wanted to say, okay? Because I have all my beautiful dear family members, all my beautiful dear ancestors, okay, who are all behind me. Okay, and I have other spirit as well who are all behind me, plus all my dear angels, you know what I mean? So all I try to do is give out information, give out, you know, good things, but we need to continue to lift the vibration, to lift the frequency, and to continue to feel the love, okay? Please and thank you, okay? Because we are going through these difficult times, and for others of you out there, if you do have dreams, okay, please get yourself a little notepad, my delicious little babies, okay, and a pen, and then in the morning, okay, then just, there we go, see, before I even say it, and then please write down what your dreams are, because what it is, it's like a puzzle. But for your dear spirit guides, because I have my beautiful dear spirit guides, okay? And the thing is this, because my dear spirit guides, can I just let you know, everybody, I've got one who's a Native American, you know, with the feathers, okay? He's called Running Water. Then I've got another dear spirit guide. He's Chinese. He's got a long white, okay, and he's elderly and he's got a long beard, okay? And I do not know his name, actually. And then, well, you heard on another video, if you were following me, my delicious little babies, apparently a flipping nun. You've got to see the funny side of that, actually, haven't you? Because let me tell you, I could never be a nun. Not meaning that anybody, by the way, do you know what I mean? I keep myself, you know, to myself. Do you understand what I mean? But I'm just saying, you've got to see the funny side, right? So anyway, so I have a number of different, my beautiful and delicious, wonderful little spirit guides, okay? So yes, I have a lot behind me, do you know what I mean? All trying to get out this information, trying to get everything out. Do you understand what I mean? But, you know, there's just so much going on right now with lots of different things for everybody. Do you understand what I mean? So yes, if you could write your dreams down, because it's like a puzzle, see, and then eventually you date it, you write down what it is, and then things come together, because you must remember that all your dear spirit guides, each and every one of us, my delicious little babies, for you all out there, okay, we all have spirit guides, every single one of us, just like we all have an angel when we come into the world, and of course we have our angels. There we go, thank you dear spirit. And we have our angels when we go out to the world. Do you see what I mean? So it's just to let you know that as well, my delicious little babies. And just one more thing, I do apologise, I haven't mentioned the weather, have I? Sorry, in my neck of the woods in the old UK. Well, just to let you know, everybody, it's not raining, but it has been, okay? Very little wind at the moment, but it is not deliciously warm. It is rather cold. So not only have I got my jumper on, everybody, but I've also got my heating on. Do you understand what I mean? So this is the sign of the times at the moment, okay? And so I've got nothing more to say at the moment. I'm not going to start rambling on about the flipping government, because to be quite honest with you, I just feel like I've sent out enough that I wanted to talk about today, okay? Because I happen to find it important, and I'm hoping that for those of you so very kind to follow me, that you too are going to find it important, okay? But if you could please send love and light around the world, because there are many suffering at the moment, everybody, okay? Everybody's going through all different things in their lives, okay? And if we could just all please try and help, okay? That would be so very, very wonderful, and you know, and I would be so very thankful and so very grateful, okay? Because we need this positive energy to be pushed out, okay? Even if we get the odd day where we can be a little bit pessimistic, we need to be optimistic, okay? That eventually this terrible, you know, it's like we're constantly sitting in the eye of the hurricane with one thing or another, okay? But the fact of the matter is we shall get through it. It's just that right now it's taking a while to do, okay? But we are going to get there, yes? Positive mental attitude at all times. Now, on that note, look how super duper bright it is, everybody, okay? So on that note, much love, God bless, take care. Thank you so very much, you know, for even taking the time to watch me today, if you happen to stumble across me, or for any of my beautiful and delicious and wonderful subscribers, okay? God bless, take care, till my next video. Thank you, bye-bye.